saying, you know what, right now is the best time to go discuss this. Right now. Robbie is right. Today is the best thing. Right. Today and right now. I can think of a better time to do this. Oh, yeah. So, you about had a few. She was there. We came up with that. I didn't walk in there. I just walked around. Normal civilian.
Doctor comes out to meet with me and also like on the table.
I'm sure it wasn't good enough.
Superheroes come in all shapes and sizes. They don't always meet in an underground fortress. Sometimes they meet in places that appear to be very ordinary to most people. But inside, there are heroes in training. Some are smart, strong, or brave. Maybe they can build cities, or heal people when they get hurt. But even superheroes need some help sometimes. With your support, we can change the world. Together, we are a force that can't be defeated. Support the club. Save the world. Support your local superheroes and donate now to the Boys and Girls Club of Noblesville at bgcni.org.
What is community? For us, it's about shared values, strong bonds, and being there for each other. At Community Health Network, that starts with making access to healthcare easier, creating a sense of belonging so you feel heard, respected, and supported. No matter when, where, or how you need us. Community Health Network. Exceptional care, simply delivered.
Blades Audio Video Security is Indiana's premier K-12 audio, video, and security provider. Blades is a design-built firm that provides high-quality solutions that are designed, engineered, installed, and warranted by our team of experts. For 18 years, we've helped schools and local businesses see and hear more clearly. Whether it's your sound system, your displays, your network, or your building security, ask how our experienced team can serve you.
Can I help you?
Yeah, I'd like to order a hamburger, fries, salt, maybe a large vanilla shake. Yeah.
It's a trophy shop, can't you tell?
You got a counter right here. Isn't this where you place the orders?
We sell trophies, we sell plaques, we do embroidery. No food.
You got carry out?
Unlike the internet, everything that you need we have here at the shop. Very unique. You order today, carry out tonight. That's our version of carry out.
All right, I'll take one of everything.
Well, that may take a little longer. We'll have it for you tomorrow night.
You know, Jim, I'll be back tomorrow to pick it all up.
We'll wait for you.
Don't wait long.
This is where champions play. This is where youth champions play. This is where collegiate champions play. This is where Olympic and pro champions play. This is where all champions play. In Hamilton County, Indiana.
Can I help you?
Yeah, I'm looking for Logan Street signs and banners.
You found us.
But this ain't Logan Street. This is South 10th.
We moved 22 years ago.
Well, how come you didn't change the name?
That would have just confused people.
Well, actually, South 10th is Allisonville. If you're from Fishers.
Well, before that it was 37A, and before that it was State Road 37.
So you're telling me that Logan Street signs and banners isn't on Logan Street anymore. It's actually on South 10th. That's Allisonville and Fishers. And before that, it was 37A and 37?
So you got that straight?
Logan Street signs and banners conveniently not located on Logan Street, but rather South 10th Street in Noblesville.
Exactly.
Everybody, and welcome to tonight's broadcast of IHSAA Baseball on Hamilton County Television, presented by Logan Street Signs and Banners, celebrating over 30 years in business. We'd also like to thank our other great sponsors, Noblesville Trophies, Gaylor Electric, Chuck Goodrich, President and CEO, Community Health Network. Visit HamiltonCounty.com, Hamilton County Sports Authority, Blades Audio, Video, and Security, Sarah Cleverly of FC Tucker Real Estate, Noblesville Youth Sports Alliance, Noble PC, and the Hamilton County Reporter. Live from Dunker Field in Noblesville, it's Miller Baseball. We're going to turn things over to public address announcer Craig Atkins with the opening festivities.
The Zionsville Eagles and your Noblesville Millers. Let's first meet the starters for Zionsville. Hitting first game first, number 27, Blake Coop. Hitting second, the second baseman, number 2, Tyler Hughes. Batting third, the DH, 16, Camden Moore. Hitting fourth, the shortstop, 22, Braden Ring. Batting fifth, number 5, the center fielder, Reed Siddle. Hitting sixth and playing third, number 1, Chase Holmes. Batting seventh in left field, 19, Miles Poole. Hitting eighth and catching, 10, Sam Hawk. Batting ninth, the right fielder, number 3, Liam Salapka. And pitching this evening for Zionsville, number 18, Landon Ames. Head coach for the Zionsville Eagles is Jared Moore. And now let's meet the starters for your Noblesville Millers. Leading off the center fielder, sophomore number 4, Ethan Clark. Batting second, the senior number 15, the shortstop, Aiden Reynolds. Batting third, playing second, sophomore number 1, Zach Lander. Batting fourth, the sophomore in the right field, number 27, Slade Hodges. Hitting fifth and pitching, the senior number 17, Brooks Riggs. Batting sixth, the junior in left field, number 13, Jalen Stidham. Batting seventh, number 7, the junior, the catcher, Garrett Dixon. Batting eighth, playing first base, number 3, senior Blake Riggs. And batting ninth in the numbers, playing third, senior, number 8, Chris Marks. Head coach of the Millers and 22nd year assistant keeper, getting assisted by Kevin Massero, Scott Henson, Quentin Miller, and Axel Loren. At this time, ladies and gentlemen, would you please rise so surrounded? Kindly remove your hats and direct your attention to the stars and stripes of our great country, the United States of America, as we pay tribute to those who have fought for our freedom, to those who currently protected, and to those who have made the ultimate sacrifice. With the singing of the Star Spangled Banner tonight, I am Sean Stidham.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleam, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the pale water's light? O'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streamed, and the rockets regular, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there.
We are just about ready to go with Miller Baseball here on Hamilton County Television Sports, brought to you by Logan Street Signs and Banners in Noblesville. I'm Brad Silbert along with Perry Williams. And Perry, the Millers have kind of got their own fate in their own control, in their own hands tonight. A win tonight gives them the outright HCC championship.
Yeah, and the one thing about it, too, if they don't win tonight, it'll be, maybe a one-way or two-way tie.
Yes, it could be.
Westfield's playing right now. They're playing a doubleheader today, and they're leading in the middle of the fourth inning, 4-2 over Avon. Wilhelm's on the mound for Westfield, and we'll try to keep you posted on that score because that's a very, very important game. Another important game is Fisher's playing too. Fisher's last night against Brownsburg went 17 innings.
That's marathon time.
Yeah. On a school night, 17 innings.
During finals week of all times.
Well, on the mound here today for the Millers, no stranger, senior Brooks Riggs. Riggs has an ERA of 1.91. He's 1-1 on the season. This is his 6th appearance for the Millers. He has pitched this season 22 innings, given up 12 hits, 8 runs, 26 strikeouts, and pitched against 81 batters.
Most definitely the leader of the pack here for the Millers. Defensively for the Millers, left to right, it'll be Jalen Stidham, Ethan Clark, and Slade Hodges. On the infield, Chris Martz, Aiden Reynolds, Zach Lander, and Blake Riggs, third to first. The battery, of course, Brooks Riggs, and as usual, Garrett Dixon. We are ready to go here as the first batter for the Eagles steps in. This will be the first baseman, Blake Cope. He comes in batting at .271, takes the first pitch high and outside for ball one. We are underway.
Last night's game, Noblesville played at Zionsville. Millers came out victorious 4-1.
There's
base hit.
Yeah, base hit right up the middle there. Nobody was,
That's a base hit in any ballpark.
Yep, no doubt about it. So Blake Cope opens the game with a single to center field. That'll bring up the number 2 batter, second baseman, number 2. A lot of twos there, Tyler Hughes. 66 degrees here at game time. Wind may or may not be a factor tonight. It's blowing almost straight in from right field at about 11 miles an hour with gusts up to about 15 or 20. So it may dampen the long ball. Hughes, a 329 hitter. Squared the bunt, but got the bat back in time to take it for a ball.
He's got 28 hits on the season, Brad, and 18 RBIs. 28 hits is quite a few hits for the schedule, the 20-game schedule.
Yes, it is. Throw over to first. Blake Cope back in plenty of time.
I guess it's 26, so he's had a hit in every game, just about. He may have had multi-hits, but
Riggs taking his time on the mound. Second pitch is high and outside. 2-0. Tyler Hughes, a senior. That one's popped up, foul to the left side. Makes it a 2-1 count. Any way you look at it, Perry, that was a good pitch by Riggs.
Hughes was 1 for 4 last night's game, got an RBI, and hit a triple in last night's game.
2-1 pitch, throw over to first. Brother to brother.
Yeah, that's right. Riggs to Riggs.
Both B. Riggses. One Brooks and one Blake. 2-1 pitch. That's high, makes it 3-1.
And their older brother is another B, which is Bryce Riggs, who got a win today in the Ohio Valley tournament for Eastern Illinois, and they're sitting in the championship game for tomorrow at 11 o'clock, Eastern Illinois. They do not know who they'll play because there's 3 more games today.
That one's high and outside, so first 2 batters have reached here. Cope on a base hit, Hughes on a walk. So the Eagles have got a runner in scoring position with no outs here in the first, and the designated hitter, Camden Moore, steps in. He's a .277 batter.
He was 0 for 3 last night's ball game. Ooh.
Inside.
Way inside. Timeout called by Keever.
Yeah, so far everything that Brooks Riggs has thrown where he's missed high and inside.
Yeah.
So this is the first, or second, I should say, of 3 meetings that these teams will have in a row. First 2, of course, the regular Hoosier Crossroads Conference games, and then they will meet in the second game next week on Wednesday night, right back here at Dunker Field in the opening round of the sectional, which we will have all 5 of those games here on Hamilton County Television. It'll be our pleasure to bring them to you. Promises to be one of the best sectionals in the state of Indiana.
I'm sure of that.
5 of the 6.
I have no clue who was going to win that tournament. I really don't.
It's going to be good. It is going to be good. No
the way
doubt about
Hoosier,
it.
You know, with all these Hoosier Crossroads Conference teams in it, and we just beat up on each other.
Oh, no doubt. Big swing and a miss, evens the count up at 1-1 on Camden Moore.
That always makes a coach look good when he goes to the mound, talks to his pitcher, and the first pitch coming across the plate's a strike, right?
Yeah, that was a nice fastball. Riggs taking his time out there on the mound. Turns to throw to second, but nobody is there, and Blake Cope not getting a very large lead there. Infield at first and third in, looking possibly for the bunt. The 1-1 pitch. Squares to bunt, but it's high. 2-1. Braden Ring is on deck. Eagles threatening to score early here in this one. Making a lot of noise over there, too.
Oh, when you get 2 guys on here, it gets a little exciting, in the first inning.
Count is even now at 2 balls, 2 strikes, no outs, 2 runners on. Riggs is ready. Moore is ready. The 2-2 pitch. Inside, full count. Cope took a 1-strike pitch and got the single. Hughes walked on a 3-1 count. Moore up there with a full count. Oh, he's going to be.
Oh, yeah.
He thought he had the base.
That was a pretty good pitch.
Yes, it was. No doubt about it. That was an excellent pitch. That'll bring up the cleanup hitter, shortstop Braden Ring. Batting .236 for the season.
And he was 0 for 3 last night.
A little bit breezy out here today at times. 1 down. Miller's hoping for the double play here. First pitch to Ring.
Foul
That
ball.
one's fouled off.
I think he fouled off on his foot.
Yeah, he's kind of hobbling around there.
That's smarts now.
Ooh,
I'm telling
yeah.
you.
Most of the athletic shoes today aren't the old leather shoes like we were used to when we were kids. At least you had a little protection there.
Yeah, there's not much padding in them. tops of these shoes anymore.
So Ring walks it off with an 0-1 count.
1 out here, 2 runners on.
Miller's playing normal depth on the infield now, hoping for the double play. Riggs about to throw his 14th pitch of the inning already, or 15th rather. That one's a little high, evens it up at a ball and a strike.
He's been high and inside. Just can't seem to get in a groove here quite yet.
Outfielders shading Ring just a little bit toward left, moderately deep. There's a hot shot right between second and third.
Uh-oh, he's in.
There could be a play at the plate. He'll be safe. The ball could not be. Garrett Dixon thought he had it in his glove, and he'd been able to hold on to that. There might have been a close play there.
Yeah, it was a nice throw there by Martz. I mean,
but initially, it looked like they were going to hold Cope at third, but then they sent him, and he gets in there before the tag can be made. So that'll leave runners on first and second. Second hit of the inning, first run of the game. That'll bring up Reed Zittel.
Zittel was also 0 for 3 last night.
He's their leading hitter on their team at .418.
Of course, they only got 6 hits last night.
They've already got 2 tonight in the first inning with only 1 out. Pitch to Zittel. A little high and inside. Brooks Riggs is, when he's missing high and inside on most of the pitches. He's got out of the zone. That one's fouled off to the right. Evens it up at a ball and a strike.
Still runners on first and second base.
Zittel, another of the seniors on this Zionsville club. 1-1 pitch. Riggs turns to throw like he's going to throw back to second, but nobody was there. Glander and Reynolds at second and short, playing just about normal depth, normal positioning.
Zittel leads the team in hitting. He has 33 hits.
That could be 2. 1, 2, and they're out of it. So in the top of the first for the Eagles, it was 1 run on 2 hits, no errors, 1 left on the bases. We're in the middle of the first. Eagles 1, Miller's coming to bat. We'll be back after this message.
Hey Deb, why do they call us Logan Street Signs and Banners?
Because we started off at Logan Street.
But we're on South 10th Street.
We moved 22 years ago.
Why didn't we change the name?
That would have just confused everybody and they wouldn't be able to find us.
Now I'm really confused.
Bill, we're Logan Street Signs and Banners, conveniently not located on Logan Street, but on South 10th Street in Noblesville.
Welcome back to Dunkerfield. I'm Brad Silbert along with Perry Williams. Perry, the Millers probably were lucky they didn't give up more than 1 run there in the top of the first.
Absolutely. That was a big double play.
Yeah. Yeah. Pitcher's best friend.
Yeah, that.
So we've got Landon Adams on the mound for the Eagles. What have we got on him, Perry?
He oops, I got the wrong sheet. Sorry about that.
That's all right.
We fumbled through a lot of sheets, you know. Right?
No doubt about it.
He's pitched 20 innings, given up 16 hits, 19 runs, 20 base on balls, and 18 strikeouts. He's a 3.1 ERA. He's 2-0 on the season, and he has 17. He has 7 appearances.
Defensively for the Eagles, left to right, it'll be Miles Pullen, Reed Zittel, and Leon Salapka. In the infield, it'll be Chase Holmes at third, Brandon Ring at short, Tyler Hughes at second, Blake Cope will be at first, and the catcher will be Sam Hawk. For the Millers, the first three batters of the inning will be Ethan Clark, Aiden Reynolds, and Zach Glander in that order. They would like to come right back and get that run back, plus more here in the bottom of the first.
Ethan got 2 hits for the Millers last night in that game.
Takes the first pitch for ball 1.
And also had 2 base on balls, so he had a big night last night for the Millers. He was on the base every time he came to the plate, so can't get much better than that, right?
Nope.
2 hits and 2 walks.
That makes the coaches very happy.
That puts a smile on their face.
Yes, it does. 2-0 on Clark. That one hits the lower outside corner for a called strike 1. Clark has been a fixture out there in center field all season. Takes that one a little bit outside. He's got him 3-1.
And we keep forgetting he's only a sophomore.
Yeah. He's got a good future with this team.
A little high.
So Clark gets the walk, gives the Millers their first runner of the game. That'll bring up Aiden Reynolds. Reynolds, one of the leading hitters on this squad, batting .410.
Reynolds also has 34 hits on the season, 25 RBIs. He's a senior.
First pitch to Reynolds is low and outside for ball 1. You can hear that wind gusting as it hits our microphones,
Yeah.
and it's just one of those crazy things. You look at the flag out there and
it's not moving
on the right side, and it's not moving that much, but boy, you certainly can feel those gusts of wind. The 1-0, that one gets away from the catcher. On the play, Ethan Clark takes second. I'm going to call that a pass ball. That looked like that should have been caught by the catcher Hawk. So that makes it 2-0 on Aiden Reynolds. So far, Ames has only hit the strike zone 1 time in 2 batters. Steps off, back on the rubber. Gets the signal. Clark ready at second. Ames ready on the mound. There's a shot to short. That one gets by the first baseman, Blake Cope. That thing bounced. So Aiden Reynolds, while he does get on base, that will be an error on the throw, an E6 on the shortstop. First error of the game. So the Millers come right back with no outs, and they've got 2 runners on base, just like Zionsville did. Zach Glander steps into the batter's box with a runner on third in the form of Ethan Clark and Aiden Reynolds over at first. Even if that play had been made, Perry, that would have been a very close play there at first.
Yeah, most definitely.
Reynolds may have had that beat out, but since that did bounce in, you've got to give the shortstop Ring an air. That one gets away also, and on the play, Reynolds takes second. I'm going to call that another pass ball. That one did not bounce in. So the Millers have got no outs. 2 runners in scoring position. Zach Glander at the plate at 1-0.
Zach Glander, another one of those sophomores for the Millers. He was 0 for 4 last night.
Well, he's due. That one's outside, ball 2. 10th pitch of the inning already for Landon Ames. And the coaching staff from Noblesville is going to be coming out. The coaching staff from Zionsville is coming out. You know, the Noblesville coaching staff took a walk out to the mound in the top of the first, and that really helped get the Millers out of a jam.
Well, the Millers got runners on second and third now, so.
Courtesy of a walk, 2 pass balls, and an error. Zach Lander is up there at 2-0.
Definitely good speed on the bases for the Millers.
It's almost like anything hit to the outfield now probably scores at least 1 run, possibly 2, depending whether it's a grounder or fly ball. Two-0 pitch. 3-0. Slade Hodges on deck.
Hodges, another sophomore. Zach steps out here.
I wonder if they're giving him a take sign here at this point. Ball 4, and the bases are loaded with no outs. Also, the Eagles have sent Aiden Keith down to the bullpen to warm up. So the bases are loaded, no outs, and that'll bring up Slade Hodges. He's one of the leading batters on this team. An excellent position for the Millers to be here early in this game, Perry, with the bases loaded, no outs.
And another sophomore.
And a lot of speed on the bases. Am's just having trouble hitting the strike zone.
Ooh,
there's a bouncer to short.
Play there.
Could be 2. It is. But on the play, the game is tied up.
And Reynolds goes to third. So
Aiden Reynolds is on third. Glander is cut down as the lead. And Hodges on the ground ball to short is the second out. That'll bring up the pitcher, Brooks Riggs. Not very often you see the pitcher batting anymore at any level in the game. Runner on third, 2 down. Ball 1 to Brooks Riggs. Hit here would definitely help his own cause.
You know, and the one thing about it is that he's DHing and pitching is, you're right, but he has a very good stick, so.
That one gets away. Another bad throw over to first.
And a run scores.
And Riggs will reach on another error. That one going to be on the third baseman. So the Millers have scored 2 runs here on no hits.
That was Chase Holmes down there at third base. Brad, he's only a freshman. He's a 9th grader.
Jalen Stidham at the plate. 271 batter.
Stidham was 2 for 3 last night. He's been swinging the bat pretty well for the Millers here the last 5 or 6 ball games.
Takes that first pitch for a called strike 1. Blake Riggs on base if Stidham reaches. Rather, Garrett Dixon, I'm sorry. So the Millers have put 2 across here. No hits, 2 errors. A couple pass balls have also hurt the Eagles. 0-2 now on Stidham.
Yeah, 2 errors are big.
Yeah. The pass balls put those runners in scoring position. 0-2 pitch to Stidham. Swings and misses. So Jalen Stidham goes down swinging. But in the bottom of the first for the Millers, 2 runs and no hits, 2 errors, 1 left on the bases. At the end of 1, it's 2-1 in favor of the Millers. You're watching Hamilton County Television Sports, brought to you by Logan Street Signs and Banners in Noblesville.
Hey Deb, why do they call us Logan Street Signs and Banners?
Because we started off at Logan Street.
But we're on South 10th Street.
We moved 22 years ago.
Why didn't we change the name?
That would have just confused everybody and they wouldn't be able to find us.
Now I'm really confused.
Bill, we're Logan Street Signs and Banners, conveniently not located on Logan Street, but on South 10th Street in Noblesville.
Welcome back to Dunker Field. It's a typical May day in Noblesville here today. And when I say a typical May day, you never know what the weather's going to do, especially here in Indiana. But not bad temperature-wise, about 65, 66 degrees. Wind at times is gusting, coming almost straight out of the east, but not steadily the strong wind like we've had here recently. We're moving into the top of the second here. Both the Millers and the Eagles scored in the first inning, and certainly Brooks Riggs and the rest of the Millers would like to keep this score at 2-1 here in the top of the second. For the Eagles, it'll be the 6, 7, and 8 batters. Third baseman Chase Holmes, left fielder Miles Poulin, and catcher Sam Hack. Make that Hawk, excuse me. They'll be facing Brooks Riggs. Riggs threw 19 pitches in his half of the first inning, or his counterpart Abs threw 18 pitches. So for the Eagles, Chase Holmes steps into the batter's box. He's a .357 batter.
At the top of the second inning, the third baseman, number 1, Chase Holmes.
Holmes fouls that one off on the third base side. You know, Perry, all this rain we've had here in this month of May has made this field just look absolutely gorgeous.
Yeah, it doesn't look like it's had any rain.
One of the pluses of the rain. Shortstop first, close play, but the throw was there in time, and Chase Holmes is retired.
And the one thing about it, Reynolds has a cannon too.
Yes, he did. He gunned that arm. That ball came out of there like a rocket.
Sometimes he struggles fielding, but man, that cannon of an arm has saved the Millers many base runners.
Left fielder Miles Poulin steps up to the plate. He's batting .327. One down here in the top of the second. Poulin takes the first pitch for a called strike. That evens it up at a ball and a strike. Eagles going up there pretty aggressively. Swinging at the early pitches in the count. That one's fouled off to the right. 1-2 now on Poulin. Outfield shading him just slightly to the right. Left fielder and right fielder just about at normal depth. One-two pitch from Brooks Riggs. There's a bouncer to first.
Says, I got it, brother.
Yeah. So Blake Riggs makes that unassisted. So it looks like Brooks Riggs has settled down here in the second inning, Perry.
The catcher, number 10, Sam Hawk.
Sam Hawk is on the in the batter's box. 289 hitter.
Hawk was 1 for 2 last night.
Getting just a little bit cloudy out there, but they're telling us no chance of rain this evening. There's a drive into right center.
Hodges got it.
But Shade Hodges, he had to take about 3 steps to his right, and he made it. So it's 3 up, 3 down for the Eagles in the top of the second. Score remains Millers 2, Eagles 1. You're watching Hamilton County Television Sports, brought to you by Logan Street Signs and Banners in Noblesville.
Can I help you?
Yeah, I'd like to order a hamburger, fries, salt, maybe a large vanilla shake.
This is a trophy shop, can't you tell?
You got carry out?
Everything that you need, we have here at the shop. Very unique. You order today, carry out tonight. That's our version of carry out.
All right, I'll take one of everything.
Oh, that may take a little longer. We'll have it for you tomorrow night.
I'll be back tomorrow to pick it up.
We'll be waiting for you.
Welcome back to Dunker Field. It's the Millers and the Eagles. Right now it's 2-1 in favor of the Millers. They win this game tonight and they win the outright HCC championship. So for the Millers here in the bottom of the second, it'll be Garrett Dixon, Blake Riggs, and Chris Martz. If any of them reach, back to the top of the order to Ethan Clark.
At the end of the fifth inning, Westfield still leads 4-2. They have made a pitching change. Wilhelm went 4.1 innings and Kovacs came in, but the score is still 4-2.
Right down to the last day, or the last probable. I think all the HCC games are being played today. This is. I know in some cases games were played last night that were scheduled for Friday. Looking ahead at the weather.
See where we are on that Fishers game.
So Garrett Dixon steps into the batter's box for his first at bat tonight. Dixon has done a great job behind the plate for the Millers this season. First pitch to Dixon's on the way. That's way outside for ball one. A little bit of cloud cover sneaking in here, Perry.
Yeah, there certainly is.
Ball two. Ethan Clark, the leadoff batter in the first inning, reached on a walk. Will Dixon do that? There's a strike called. First baseman Blake Riggs on deck. Two-one pitch on the way. Checked his swing, but called for the called strike. Evens the count up at 2 balls, 2 strikes. No outs, nobody on here. Bottom of the second.
Avon Fisher's game's just really getting started. They haven't scored anything.
There's a grounder to second. Tyler Hughes scoops it up. Over to Blake Cope. Dixon is retired. One down here in the bottom of the second. Blake Riggs steps into the batter's box. A 171 batter. So far it looks like both of the pitchers have settled down here in the second inning, Perry.
Yeah, it certainly has.
One down in the bottom of the second. Miller's up by 1 at 2-1. That one's right down the heart of the plate for called strike one. Oh, 1 pitch. That was a foul tip, 0-2. In the early going here, it appears as though the Miller batters are being a little bit more patient than the Zionsville batters. Zionsville batters have been going after that first pitch quite a bit.
Well,
the
that's
Millers have
kinda
been
Miller,
taking it.
That's kind of Miller baseball. They've always been known to be very patient at the
Make
plate.
him put a good ball over the plate. Strike 3. 2 down here in the bottom of the second. Second strikeout of the game for Landon Ambs. And that brings up Chris Martz, the third baseman. There's another strike right across the plate.
March batting .255 on the season with 14 hits.
You can see the wind ruffling the uniforms of the Eagles out there on the field.
The one effective thing on March is not only does he has 14 hits, he has 19 walks. So, you know, he gets on base.
Got a good on-base percentage, huh?
Yes.
1-1 pitch on the way. Strike
that's
2.
A nice pitch right there, really. Nice pitch.
One and two down, nobody on, bottom of the second. March takes that one high and outside to even up the count. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Left field playing him pretty deep. Strike 3 is called. That's the third out of the inning. So in the inning for the Millers, no runs, no hits, no errors. Nobody left on the bases at the end of 2. Millers lead the Eagles 2-1. We'll be back after this.
Hey Deb, why do they call us Logan Street Signs and Banners?
Because we started off at Logan Street.
But we're on South 10th Street.
We moved 22 years ago.
Why didn't we change the name?
That would have just confused everybody and they wouldn't be able to find us.
Now I'm really confused.
Bill, we're Logan Street Signs and Banners, conveniently not located on Logan Street, but on South 10th Street in Noblesville.
Welcome back to Dunker Field. Brad Silbert along with Perry Williams. And Perry, you and I got a nice assignment starting next week on Wednesday.
We certainly do. We get to broadcast 5 baseball games here to Dunk.
Probably 5 of the best baseball games in the state of Indiana next week, no doubt about it.
Sectional, and all these teams will be putting it on the line.
I was looking at the PBR rankings today and saw that all 5 of the HCC teams that are in that sectional are all ranked in the top 25.
Yeah.
The only team that's in the sectional that's not ranked in the top 25 is Carmel, and they usually have a pretty good competitive team.
Yeah.
We're moving into the top of the third. It'll be the 9, 1, and 2 batters for the Eagles. Liam Salapka, the right fielder, steps up to the plate. He's a .312 hitter. A lot of power on this Zionsville team. There's a foul off to the right.
Yeah, they're batting .301 as a team for the season.
Well, I know before in the preseason they were favored to be really in the running.
They were.
Predicted.
Everybody were talked about them
Yeah.
being at the top.
No doubt. The 0-1 hits that outside corner. 0-2. That was just a little inside. So Lapka, one of those batters that's not right up on the edge of that box over the plate. Foul
yeah,
ball.
actually, for a batter today, he's quite a ways off.
Yes,
really.
he is.
Because most of them are right on the line.
Yeah, he's a good 6 to 8, maybe 10 inches off of that line, and it's almost like, well, he's kind of, is he out of the zone to the back? So we'll have another 1-2 pitch here momentarily, coming from Brooks Riggs. 1-2 popped up. Is there going to be a play? Dixon's going after it.
Nice
right over
catch
by the
Dixon.
dugout. Thought he might run out of room there, but plenty of real estate here in the foul territories here at Dunker Field.
March covered some ground there too, because he was right there, right with him from third base. So 1 out here.
I think Dixon did have the better angle on that ball.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, you're right about that. But I'm just saying.
Yeah.
The amount of ground that March covered, because he was back deep.
Yeah, he was right in there with him in case the wind took it the wrong direction. Blake Cope, who took the first pitch of the game into straightaway center field for a base hit and scored the only run for the Eagles in the first, takes the first pitch for ball 1.
And one of the 2 hits so far in this game.
Yep. A little bit low for ball 2. I think Riggs knew what happened the last time he was at bat. Maybe he's pitching a little cautiously to him. That one goes outside, ball 3. Riggs has only walked one runner so far in this game. That was Tyler Hughes in the first. 3-0 pitch. About belt high, makes that 3-1. Worked it to a full count. Full count pitch. Grounder towards second. Glander gets there, but it's not going to get to. I don't think even a good throw would have gotten him there, Perry.
No. Nice hustle, but Garrett Dixon made a big save there by getting down that line.
Yeah, he kept Cope. He kept Cope on first base.
Yeah.
So Cope is now 2 for 2.
That was a heck of a play down there by Glander.
Yeah.
He saved it being a double.
Yeah, no doubt about it, because that would have gone into the gap, and he easily would have got to second base. Tyler Hughes, who walked in the first, steps into the batter's box. From the stretch.
Another hit, right up the middle.
Right up the middle. And Cope is going for third. They're going to cut him off at second.
Got
Will they
it.
get him? No, he got in under it.
Wow.
I thought he was going to get him too, Perry, but he did get in under it. So another base hit. I'm giving, I'll give Hughes second. I'll give him a base hit, give him second on the throw. Cope on third.
Yeah, because that actually came from the shortstop.
Yes, it did. That'll bring up Camden Moore, who struck out looking in the first. He takes the first pitch for a called strike 1. There's a pop-up off to the right side. Riggs is chasing it down, but it's going to be well out of play. But it does put Camden Moore in the hole at 0-2. Strike 3 is called. Camden Moore can't believe he got rung up on that one.
2 outs.
2 down here in the top of the third. That'll bring up Braden Ring. He had a base hit in the first inning. His base hit scored Blake Cope. Another strike called. Just look like Riggs when he gets in a little trouble. He just bears down and puts a little more A little more into it, yeah. That's that. I couldn't think of the right word to say.
I don't even know if that's a word.
The right sound to make.
Use that little grunt there.
Yep. 0-2 on Braden Ring. Oh, 2 pitch on the way. High and outside. 1-2. Reed Zittel in the on-deck circle. The 1-2 from Brooks Riggs. Swing and a miss. Millers work themselves out of a big jam there, Perry.
That's a big one right there.
But in the inning for the Eagles, no runs, 2 hits, no errors, 2 left on the bases. We are in the middle of the third. Score remains Noblesville Millers 2, Zionsville Eagles 1. You're watching Hamilton County Television Sports, brought to you by Logan Street Signs and Banners in Noblesville.
Hey Deb, why do they call us Logan Street Signs and Banners?
Because we started off at Logan Street.
But we're on South 10th Street.
We moved 22 years ago.
Why didn't we change the name?
That would have just confused everybody and they wouldn't be able to find us.
Now I'm really confused.
Bill, we're Logan Street Signs and Banners, conveniently not located on Logan Street, but on South 10th Street in Noblesville.
Welcome back to Dunker Field. Millers were in a big jam there in the top of the third, Perry, and Brooks Riggs really helped himself out there with a couple strikeouts with runners on first and second and 1 out.
Updating that score over at Westfield, they're in the bottom of the 6th inning, and the score is Westfield 4, Avon 3. They're in the first game. They're playing a doubleheader today.
Is Fisher's playing 2 today, too?
No, they played 1 last night.
Oh, they played last. Okay.
That was that 17th inning game.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
Top of the order for the Millers.
Yep. Ethan Clark, Aiden Reynolds, and Zach Glander will be the first to face Landon Ambs. You're in the bottom of the third. Clark reached on a base on balls. Went to second on a pass ball. Eventually scored the first run of the game for the Millers.
Clark scored a run in his first at bat with a walk. He had a walk and then got around the base. Oh,
ooh, that one hit him. That got him in the upper arm there. He just walked it right off. So that'll bring Aiden Reynolds to the plate. Reynolds reached on an error and eventually scored the second run of the game for the Millers.
One thing about the error that he had, it was such a close that it might have been a base hit. You know what I mean? But they missed it.
Well, since the ball did bounce in, you had to give the shortstop. You had no choice but give the shortstop an error. But baseball is a game of a lot of what ifs, you know. 0-1, throw over to first. Boy, Clark was just back in time on that one.
He sure was. Good thing he's quick as he is.
That was close.
That was a nice boo there by Hams, though.
Another throw down to first, this time from the catcher.
That's always a dangerous throw to me because, you know, if that floats over that first baseman's head from the catcher.
There's 2 bases.
Yeah.
Especially a person as fast as Clark is, he'd easily be on third base.
Yeah.
Because, you know, the catcher is putting everything into that throw he can. And there's
a shot.
That's a fair ball. That's going to go down into the corner. Here comes Clark
He's
around
going,
third,
he's
and
going,
they're holding him
he's
up.
holding him up.
So Aiden Reynolds gets a double. First hit of the game for the Millers.
Man,
that was a rocket. That was
the
a
RPM
shot.
off of that. That was a shot.
Wow. The only
I think if you got a glove on it, it'd probably come off.
That would have hurt. Zach Glander steps up.
Zach walked the first time.
No outs, runners on second and third. Miller's threatening here, just like the Eagles did in the top of the inning.
You know, the one thing about it, these two guys that are on base right now are the ones that scored in the
they did.
In the first inning. It's from second and third.
The 1-0. That one hits the lower inside corner, evens up the count, 1-1 on Zach Glander.
Zach says, let me think about that a little bit.
Yeah.
Infield's pulling in a little bit.
That one was a little bit low, 2 balls and a strike. Hitters count here for Zach Glander.
Infield's in except the shortstop.
Big swing and a miss, evens it up at 2-2. He can't do it this time, but remember that grand slammer he had earlier in the season?
Yeah.
Called it the Glander Slam. Ooh, little outside, works it to a full count. I think Zach was standing there in that batter's box going, is that a ball or a strike? It was close. Works him to a full count. Runners on second and third, no outs. Foul tip. It was a good pitch.
Yeah. He knew he had to protect.
Yeah, did a good job of protecting the plate there. Aiden Reynolds on second, Ethan Clark on third.
Looks like they're getting somebody warm up down there.
It's Aiden Keith warming up for the Eagles down in their bullpen. Another full count pitch.
Ball 4.
Ball 4, and the Millers have got him loaded. And no outs.
And a lefty coming up.
And Slade Hodges steps up to the plate.
Slade grounded out to the short last time, Brad. Is that right?
Mm-hmm.
They're in.
In at all 4 positions on the infield. Hodges a good power hitter. He gets a hold of one here, and this could easily score 2 or 3 runs. Gets called for a strike looking on the first pitch.
Hoffman hit a double for Westfield, and they're up 7-3, still in the bottom of the 6th inning.
And it's a little bit inside, almost hit him. The bases are loaded, no outs, a 1-1 count on Slade Hodges. A pivotal point in this game, Perry.
Sure is.
That one's outside, almost got away from the catcher. He made a good move over there to his left to block that ball.
Yeah.
That's always a sign of a good catcher when they move with the ball instead of just trying to put the glove out there.
2-1.
2-1 on the way to Hodges. He drills it into left field.
Let's go.
They're going to hold the runners up, but on the play, Ethan Clark scores the third run of the game for the Millers. Slade Hodges gets a base hit.
And his second run of the day.
Yes, he scored 2. And on that play, Aiden Reynolds is now on third base with no outs.
Looks like they're going to make a change here.
Well, it's appropriate that we got a fire truck going down here, emergency vehicle. And the Eagles got a little bit of an emergency here. So while they're talking that over, we'll remind you, you're watching Hamilton County Television Sports, brought to you by Logan Street Signs and Banners in Noblesville.
Hey Deb, why do they call us Logan Street Signs and Banners?
Because we started off at Logan Street.
But we're on South 10th Street.
We moved 22 years ago.
Why didn't we change the name?
That would have just confused everybody and they wouldn't be able to find us.
Now I'm really confused.
Bill, we're Logan Street Signs and Banners, conveniently not located on Logan Street, but on South 10th Street in Noblesville.
Welcome back to Dunker Field as the Zionsville Eagles still huddled up at the pitcher's mound, but they are going to be making a change. And Perry, it'll be junior Aiden Keith taking over the pitching chores.
Aiden Keith's pitched 29.2 innings this season. Has given up 32 hits, 19 runs, walked 7, but he struck out 35 this season. He's 1-2 on the season. He's made 15 appearances. He's actually made more appearances than anybody on the team here. So he's a junior, 4.01 ERA with 2 saves. He's a big lefty. Throws a little sidearm too.
So for Landon Ames, he will still be responsible for the 3 runners that are still on base for the Millers, that being Aiden Reynolds at third, Zach Glander at second, and Slade Hodges at first.
Ames, for his pitching, through 47 pitches, 23 for strikes. He faced 13 batters, walked 3, struck out 3, gave up 3 runs and 2 hits in 2 innings.
So pitcher Brooks Riggs,
This can help him here.
Yeah, he's got an opportunity to really help himself out. He reached on an error in the first, but no outs on the bases loaded.
It's a tough situation to be in.
Yeah. First pitch from Keith is a called strike 1. The 0-1 pitch. That one's way outside.
1-1.
Tony Euler is in the house.
That's right,
Perry.
the legend, Tony Euler.
The Tony Euler. 2-1. I might have to take a little break and have you chat with Tony a little.
Oh, he set him up on that pitch.
Beautiful pitch.
And Brooks knew it. That breaking ball caught him big time.
2-2 pitch, no outs, bases are loaded. Millers have already got one in here in the bottom of the third. Strike 3 is called. Got him right at the knees on the inside corner. First out of the inning. Third strikeout of the game for the Zionsville pitching staff. And that'll bring up Jalen Stidham. He struck out in the first to end the first.
This puts them in a little bit better situation here. They could get out of this inning here with a double play.
First and third playing in, but short and second at just about normal depth. Stidham takes that one inside for ball 1. Once again, a critical point in this game, Perry, because a hit here really puts the Millers in control of this game, because a hit here should score a couple runs. That's outside, 2-0.
Stidham struck out the first time up.
He struck out on an 0-2 count. The 2-0. That's high, 3-0. Aiden Keith in danger of walking a run in here. On deck is the catcher, Garrett Dixon.
He's almost got to throw a strike here.
That one caught the catcher.
Yeah, he took a beating there.
But on the play, they call that a walk or a hit by pitch. Did you see?
It was ball 4.
Okay, I think so. So that's the second run of the inning. Catcher Sam Hake, he caught that ball. I think he caught that up in the thigh.
But it must be a hit by pitch because it's a dead ball.
Okay, let's change that.
I thought the noise I heard was off the catcher's shin guard.
Well, that's what I thought.
But it was close, okay?
Mm-hmm. Outside on the first pitch to Dixon. Dixon grounded to second to open the second inning.
Aiden Keith looks so good, the first batter here, and he's struggling a little bit right now.
Yeah.
Oh, that nice
pitch. Wow, what a nice curveball there. That one froze him. One. That's well hit to left center field. Not very deep. They're going to try to score on the sacrifice here. Let's see what happens. He gets in there.
Nice job right
there. Throw over to third. A nice alert play there by Slade Hodges to advance to third base. So credit Garrett Dixon with a sacrifice fly to the left fielder. That's the second out of the inning. But on the play, Zach Glander scores.
I don't think Fitz would have sent anybody else but Glander, or a person that with Glander's speed.
Yeah, yep.
He knew Glander could.
Yeah, because that ball was not hit that deep to left field.
One thing about Zach, with his family and everything, he's been brought up on a baseball diamond. He knows this game pretty well, even though he's only a sophomore. Runners on the corner now.
Ooh, big swing and a miss by Blake Riggs.
Stidham goes down to second.
He will get credit for a stolen base on that since he took off with the pitch. The Eagles elected not to throw through. He's getting a pretty good lead there at second. Hodges getting a decent lead at third. 0-2 now on Blake Riggs. He struck out swinging in the second. Millers with an opportunity to put a couple more runs on the. That one gets away, and that's going to be another run for the Millers. That'll be a wild pitch. So that's the fourth run of the inning. 6 runs overall now, and they've done this all with 2 hits. A lot of pass balls, wild pitches, and errors. There's a grounder to first.
Oh, it's going to be a
anybody
race.
going to get there in time? He beat it out.
Yes.
That was
Good
just
hustle right there by Blake Riggs there.
So he gets a base hit.
Stidham scores.
Stidham scores the 5th run of the inning, 7th run of the game. And here comes Chris Martz. He's the 9th batter for the Millers here in the bottom of the 3rd. 5 runs so far for the Millers. Conference going on between
I'm not really sure what.
Coach Keever and the home plate umpire. Maybe there was some chatter coming out of the dugout. You just never know.
Well, you know, Brad, these guys in the Hoosier Crossroads Conference, they played against each other ever since they've been kids.
Oh, yeah.
Okay,
They all know
so
each
there
other.
are there's some competitive feelings with all these kids in this Hoosier Crossroads Conference.
Yeah, they've played almost since they were in diapers.
Yeah.
Literally.
That's the one great thing with all these cities so close to each other, you know.
Throw over to first.
I mean, even though Zionsville is in Boone County, it's not that far.
No, but we're all in that good old Hoosier Heritage Conference. Or Hoosier Crossroad Conference. Used to be the Hoosier Heritage Conference years ago.
I hope Tony didn't hear you say that.
He'll never talk to me again. I called a few games of range line years ago. We're showing our age, Tony.
Back in the Clinton Prairie days.
1-2 on Chris Martz. Let's get back to baseball here. Martz bounces that one. That's going to be foul. Count remains 1-2 on Chris Martz. 5 runs in already here in the bottom of the 3rd for the Millers. They're ahead 7-1. They maintain this lead, Perry, and they will be the outright HCC champions. One and 2 pitch to Martz. Swing and a miss. He goes down swinging. So in the bottom of the 3rd for the Millers, 5 runs and 2 hits, no errors, 1 left on the bases. Through 3, Millers have got 7. The Zionsville Eagles have got 1. We'll be back after this.
Hey, Deb, why do they call us Logan Street Signs and Banners?
Because we started off at Logan Street.
But we're on South 10th Street.
We moved 22 years ago.
Why didn't we change the name?
That would have just confused everybody and they wouldn't be able to find us.
Now I'm really confused.
Bill, we're Logan Street Signs and Banners, conveniently not located on Logan Street, but on South 10th Street in Noblesville.
Welcome back to Dunker Field. Brad Silbert along with Perry Williams. And Perry, the Millers got the bats out there in the bottom of the 3rd, put 5 across to take a 7-1 lead here on the Eagles.
But the one thing about it, they only had to get it down to get those 5 runs. They only had to get 2 hits.
Yeah.
And the one thing about it is, too, Brad, I mean, you know, it only shows 2 errors up there on the scoreboard, but those pass balls.
Oh, yeah, they've been big.
I mean, they're, you know, in my book, that's an error. Okay.
Yep, no doubt about it. No doubt about it. So the Eagles with some work to do here in the top of the 4th. Reed Zittle, the center fielder, will step up to face Brooks Riggs here in the top of the 4th. He'll be followed by Chase Holmes and Miles Poulin. There's a drive to left field.
Stidham,
that's going to be over the head. Oh, no.
What a catch by Stidham.
I thought that was going to be over his head, Perry.
Because he didn't see it as he normally does. You know what I mean?
Yep.
I mean, he was hesitating where it was, and then he started back. But he does a very good job of catching that fly ball out there.
Just a long line out to left field. I thought that was going to be over his head.
It did too.
1 down, another pop-up. That one's going out into right field, being chased down in foul territory.
Hodges was a hustling.
Oh, man, he was moving.
You know, the one thing about that Miller outfield now, you got 2 sophomores and a junior out there, so those guys will be back. Now, it's a little bit different in the infield here with senior, sophomore, senior, senior. Of course, the catcher's a junior, but we'll have to find a first baseman and a shortstop and a third baseman next year.
Chase Holmes, his second time at bat tonight. He grounded to short in the second, leading off the second. 0-1 here in the fourth. That's a little bit high. Evens the count up at a ball and a strike.
You know, for a freshman, Hughes has got a pretty good batting average at .357.
Foul ball. Just barely foul. But you see Martz getting ready to
he was
shoot
ready.
that ball over to first base.
When he saw the umpire step out there and put his sign on the foul side, he 1-2 here.
Yeah, Chase Holmes at the plate. There it goes right to Martz. Guns it over to first. Nice arm there. Well played ball.
You know, and that's a tough play, Brad, because when you're right on that edge of that grass right there, you don't know whether it's going to take a hop on you or.
Miles Poulin, the left fielder, steps up. He was a victim of a unassisted putout by the first baseman Blake Riggs back in the second inning. Swings and misses its first pitch for strike one. Eagles threatened in the third, left a couple runners on, had a couple hits, but couldn't get anything home. 0-1, 2 down. That makes it 0-2.
Mr. Riggs looks pretty strong here.
Yeah, it looks like he's getting stronger as the day goes on. 0-2 pitch from Riggs. There's a drive into right field.
Nice
and the,
catch by Glander.
Yeah, the second baseman, Zach Glander, goes over to make the out. So in the top of the fourth for the Eagles, no runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left on the bases. We're in the middle of the fourth. Millers over the Eagles, 7-1. We'll be back after this.
Hey, Deb, why do they call us Logan Street Signs and Banners?
Because we started off at Logan Street.
But we're on South 10th Street.
We moved 22 years ago.
Why didn't we change the name?
That would have just confused everybody and they wouldn't be able to find us.
Now I'm really confused.
Bill, we're Logan Street Signs and Banners, conveniently not located on Logan Street, but on South 10th Street in Noblesville.
We're back here at the Dunk as the Millers are up 7-1. They've got 7 runs on 3 hits. Zionsville 1 run on 4 hits. Keith, the pitcher for right now.
A couple of costly errors there by the Eagles and walks and hit by batsmen, pass balls. It's been an adventure for them out there today. Miller sent the entire lineup to the plate there in the third, and we're back at the top of the order with Ethan Clark going to step in. He's reached on a walk, and he was hit by a pitch in the third. He scored 2 of the 7 runs the Millers have put across the plate so far. Aiden Keith still on the mound for the Eagles. He came in with no outs in the third. So he officially has 1 inning of work. See what he can do this time through the order. First pitch to Clark is outside for ball 1. That one is right over the outside corner of the plate. Evens the count up at a ball and a strike. Another strike called. 1-2. Eagles do have somebody warming up in their bullpen. I can't quite read the number out there. Ooh, a little bit low, evens it up 2-2. Two-two pitch, fouled off to the right. We're in the bottom of the fourth. 7 runs, 3 hits, no errors for the Millers. 1 run, 4 hits, and 2 errors for the Eagles.
Jim, who's warming up in the bullpen down there? What's the number?
The 2-2 pitch.
Ooh, that
into
may be
right
trouble
center.
right
That
there.
could, yeah, that
Oh.
give him an E for effort.
Oh, what
But
a
here goes
heads
Clark
up
into
play.
second. Yeah.
What a heads up play by the sophomore, Ethan Clark.
I'm going to credit him with a double on that one.
Good hustle. That was a tough play.
Yeah.
He did a better job at it than I thought he would.
That was, you could almost call that a little Texas leaguer. But the Millers lead off the bottom of the fourth with a double. Camden Moore is warming up at the bullpen for the Eagles. Over to first. Cope picks it up, makes the play unassisted. And on the play, Ethan Clark moves to third. One down here in the bottom of the fourth. Zach Glander steps in for his third at bat.
Next up, the Millers, second baseman number 1, Zach Glander.
Glander has scored once back in the third inning. 0-1. There's a drive into right field. Salapka is there. Clark had tagged up, took off initially, but then held up.
Yeah, he got it in the glove pretty good. He was quick getting that ball out of his glove.
He was quick getting it out of the glove, and it really wasn't hit that
No,
far.
that far, yeah.
Would have been questionable. Slade Hodges, who's I've got him 2 for 2 here so far today. First pitch is a ball. Runner on third, 2 down. That one's outside. 2-0. That's ground ball to second. That should end it. It does. So Slade Hodges grounds out to second to end the fourth inning. In the bottom of the fourth, no runs, 1 hit, no errors, 1 left on the bases. At the end of 4, it remains the Noblesville Millers 7, Zionsville Eagles 1. We'll be back after this.
Can I help you?
Yeah, I'd like to order a hamburger, fries, salt, maybe a large vanilla shake.
This is a trophy shop, can't you tell?
You got carry out?
Everything that you need, we have here at the shop. Very unique. You order today, carry out tonight. That's our version of carry out.
All right, I'll take one of everything.
Oh, that may take a little longer. We'll have it for you tomorrow night.
I'll be back tomorrow to pick it up.
We'll be waiting for you.
We're back here at the Dunk. The Millers up 7-1 here. In the top of the fifth inning, starting at the top of the fifth inning. Brooks Riggs on the game so far is throwing 53 pitches, 36 for strikes, faced 16 batters, has struck out 3, walked 1, given up 1 run and 4 hits.
Perry, he's worked himself out of a couple situations
jams,
there. Eagles put the leadoff runner in the game in the first inning on base, and eventually he scored. But they had a big threat going in the second, or in the first, and also in the third. But Riggs was able to work his way out of it. We have a defensive change now for the Millers. Out in right field is Paul Stewart. So we're moving into the top of the fifth. Sam Hake, the catcher, steps up. He flew out to right field his first time up. Takes the first pitch for strike one. Hake started the day with a .289 batting average. The 0-1, a little bit inside, evens it up at a ball and a strike. 1-1 pitch from Riggs. Big swing and a miss on the high heat. I don't care who you are. You see that high fastball, Perry, and it's so hard to lay off of that. There's a drive into the left field corner. Jalen Stidham chasing it down, trying to go to second. He'll get in there. So Sam Hake starts the Eagles off with a double. That'll bring up the right fielder, Liam Salapka. He flew out to center field his first time up. And we do have a courtesy runner out there at second base. I didn't catch the number. High, gets away. See if we can get that number on that runner there, Perry. Nate Foster is the courtesy runner.
He's a senior.
He's on third now. 1-0 the count on Salapka. Evens up the count at ball and a strike. That one's fouled off to the right side. Makes it a ball and 2 strikes on Leon Salapka. One and two, no outs, runner on third. Hot shot to short. They'll concede the run. Salapka's retired, short to first. One down here in the top of the fifth. But on the play, Nate Foster, the courtesy runner, scores. Second run of the game for the Eagles. They now have 5 hits. They're back to the top of the order. Blake Cope steps up. He's 2 for 2, scored in the first. Reached to the third, got to third base, but did not score. Ball 1. Ball 2. 63 pitches now for Brooks Riggs. And there is some activity in the Miller bullpen.
In the top of the fifth, Brownsburg is taking the lead 2-1 over the Fishers Tigers. And Westfield won the first game that they're playing today, 7-3 over Brownsburg.
Swing and a miss by Cope. 2 balls, 2 strikes. little bit low and outside, makes it a full count. One down here in the top of the fifth. One run in so far in this inning. Nobody on right now. Popped up. Looks like Ethan Clark has got a line on that one, and he's got it. Well, that's two down. First time Cope was retired tonight. He had 2 base hits already. Tyler Hughes steps up, a .329 hitter coming into the action tonight. He's been on base both times he's been up. Reached on a walk in the first, a base hit in the third. Miller's with a 7-2 lead here. Strike one.
What's the number down in our? Ethan Gain.
A ball and a strike now on Hughes. Bouncer to short. Glander's got it.
That's second.
Let's make that a bouncer to second. Glander's got it for the third out of the inning. So in the top of the fifth, the Eagles, it was 1 run, 1 hit. No errors, nobody left on the bases in the middle of the fifth. Scores, Millers 7, Eagles 2. You're watching Hamilton County Television Sports, brought to you by Logan Street Signs and Banners in Noblesville.
Hey Deb, why do they call us Logan Street Signs and Banners?
Because we started off at Logan Street.
But we're on South 10th Street.
We moved 22 years ago.
Why didn't we change the name?
That would have just confused everybody and they wouldn't be able to find us.
Now I'm really confused.
Bill, we're Logan Street Signs and Banners, conveniently not located on Logan Street, but on South 10th Street in Noblesville.
Welcome back to Dunker Field. I'm Brad Silbert along with Perry Williams. And Perry, the Eagles threatened there in the top of the fifth, managed to get one across, but the Millers defensively came up strong and retired the rest of the order after the leadoff man Hank got on, and Nate Foster is a courtesy runner for him, scored the second run of the game for them. Then after that, it was just boom, 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 and the Eagles were retired. And the Millers are coming up here in the bottom of the fifth. It'll be Brooks Riggs, Jalen Stidham, and Garrett Dixon facing Aiden Keith. Big swing and a miss by Riggs. Strike one.
Keith has settled in here pretty good right now.
He does. Yeah, he's settled down. 2 swings, 2 misses for Brooks Riggs. The 0-2 on the way from Keith to Riggs. Fouled back off to the right into the JV field. There's a hot shot to third right over the glove of Chase Holmes. See how they score that one.
They give it a hit.
Yep, they're going to give him a hit.
No, they give it an error. They pop.
Oh, they did? Yeah. Yes. So that'll be an E5, but it puts a base runner on first and brings up Jalen Stidham.
Luke Stevenson's coming in to run, courtesy runner. Well, I guess not. Well, we're going to talk.
Yeah, I would have thought they would would have put the courtesy runner in there.
But when he got on the first time, he didn't either. So
yeah. Coach Keever talking it over with the umpire. I don't know if they're discussing a rules interpretation or what they're discussing, but Luke Stevenson's still standing there on the side. He is not going to go in.
It may be, the conversation may be, if you become a courtesy runner, can you go into the ball game?
I believe you can.
I think that's why he didn't put him in, because he might want to put him in Luke out there in center field.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know.
Anyways, Jalen Stidham steps up to the plate, fouls the first pitch just about straight back for strike one. Stidham has walked and struck out. Scored the last run for the Millers in the third inning. That evens up the count, a ball and a strike. Now the umpires are conferring. Home plate umpire going over to give some kind of an explanation to the Zionsville dugout. Not sure what this is all about. Anyways, we're at a ball and a strike on Jalen Stidham. Back to action we go. No outs, one on. Stidham hits a hot shot just to the left of third base.
That was smoking that line.
A couple feet to the right, and he'd probably had a double. Riggs probably would have been at least on third. One-two pitch. Hot shot. That one is fair. That's going to go down into the corner. Stidham is going to have a double. And Brooks Riggs ends up standing up at third base. So Stidham gets a double. And that'll bring up Garrett Dixon.
That's a third double for the Millers in this game. Reynolds, Clark, and Stidham all got doubles. Stidham's got a lead over there, doesn't he?
Yes, he does. Well hit. Well, not well hit. Shallow left field. Center fielder makes the play. And it looked initially.
I thought he had to play at second base there because
Yeah.
Stidham was so far off.
Yep. But Dixon is retired. First out of the inning.
The first baseman, Blake Riggs.
Blake Riggs steps up. He's a strikeout victim, and he had a base hit in the third. Takes the first pitch for ball one. Chris Martz in the on-deck circle. That's a strike. We're in the bottom of the fifth. Miller's wanting to put a couple more runs on here. They're already ahead 7-2. One down. 1-1 is the count on Blake Riggs.
Shot down that first base line.
Ooh, boy, that one went off the helmet of either the umpire or the catcher. That makes the count 1 ball and 2 strikes. 1-2 pitch. Little bit outside. That was almost too close to take, Barry. Just barely outside, but outside enough to make it a ball. 2-2. Riggs calls timeout. Throw back. Oh, boy, that was close. Jalen Stidham just managed to get in under that tag. Swing and a miss. Blake Riggs goes down swinging for the second time. 2 outs. That'll bring up Chris Martz. Martz has struck out looking and struck out swinging.
That's Keith's third strikeout.
Now up number 8, the third baseman, Chris Martz.
Little bit outside, ball 1. Mart's a .265 hitter on the season. That one's driven into center field. The center fielder, Zittel, is there. So in the 5th for the Millers, no runs, 1 hit, 1 error, 1 left on the bases. At the end of 5, score Noblesville Millers 7, Zionsville Eagles 2. You're watching Hamilton County Television Sports, brought to you by Logan Street Signs and Banners in Noblesville.
Hey Deb, why do they call us Logan Street Signs and Banners?
Because we started off at Logan Street.
But we're on South 10th Street.
We moved 22 years ago.
Why didn't we change the name?
That would have just confused everybody and they wouldn't be able to find us.
Now I'm really confused.
Bill, we're Logan Street Signs and Banners, conveniently not located on Logan Street, but on South 10th Street in Noblesville.
We're moving into the top of the 6th here. The Zionsville Eagles and the Noblesville Millers all wrapped up in a typical HCC conference game. Millers have the edge right now, 7-2. If they can maintain this edge, they will be the outright champions in the Hoosier Crossroads Conference.
Well, Brad, we're going in the top of the 6th inning here.
Eagles will send their 3, 4, and 5 batters to the plate. That'll be Camden Moore, Braden Ring, and Reed Zittel. You know, these same 2 teams are going to meet next week on Wednesday. Only be a little bit different situation, Perry. It'll be in the sectional
time.
They will be in the second game on Wednesday night. But we will have all 5 of the sectional games here on Hamilton County Television coming up Wednesday, Friday, and championship game on Monday, June 1st. It promises to be a great sectional.
Which is a little bit different for us, not being on Memorial Day weekend.
Yes.
Memorial Monday.
You know, Memorial Day weekend's a little bit earlier in the calendar this year. So.
That's true.
Designated hitter Camden Moore steps up to the plate. Struck out twice. Brooks Riggs starts him off with a slider there that he misses for strike 1. 0-1. Just missed outside. Evens it up at 1-1. One on the way from Riggs. That's a strike on the inside corner. Moore in the hole at 0-2. Braden Ring on deck for the Eagles. There's a drive into center field. Can Clark get there? No, he cannot. But Jalen Stidham moved right over there behind him. but it still wasn't good enough to keep Camden Moore from getting a double. Sixth hit of the game for the Eagles. Third time in 6 innings that the Eagles have put the leadoff runner on base. This is Braden Ring.
Courtesy running is number 7, Nate Foster. And for the Eagles,
Nate Foster coming in to run for the DH.
Eagles must be looking for speed here. So Braden Ring steps up to the plate. No outs. Runner on second. One and 0. Shot into left field. Stidham's going to field that. And the Eagles are going to have runners at first and third with no outs. Second hit of the inning. That'll bring up Reed Zittle.
Comes Keever out. I think he's probably seen enough.
Well, Brooks Riggs has thrown 76 pitches so far in this game. And we are going to have a pitching change.
Brooks Muse, it looks like here, number 11, coming in to pitch.
So while Mr. Muse warms up, we'll remind you you're watching Hamilton County Television Sports, brought to you by Logan Street Signs and Banners in Noblesville.
Hey Deb, why do they call us Logan Street Signs and Banners?
Because we started off at Logan Street.
But we're on South 10th Street.
We moved 22 years ago.
Why didn't we change the name?
That would have just confused everybody and they wouldn't be able to find us.
Now I'm really confused.
Bill, we're Logan Street Signs and Banners, conveniently not located on Logan Street, but on South 10th Street in Noblesville.
Welcome back to Dunker Field. Perry, we got a pitching change going on here, and Brooks Muse is out there on the mound, and he's warming up. What have you got on him?
Yeah, Brooks Muse is a senior with a 1.85 ERA. He's made 11 appearances this year with 1 save. He's pitched 22.2 innings for the Millers, giving up 18 hits, walked 6, and struck out 20. So Brooks Muse, is the senior, is the pitcher of record for the Millers.
Well, Perry, I'm going to make an assumption here that Muse will go into the number 5 position and take the pitcher slot over, but Brooks Riggs will more than likely stay in the game as a designated hitter.
That's kind of what I would figure.
So Muse is just about ready here.
Muse has been pitching pretty good for the Millers here lately, so he's had a good season.
He comes into a situation here where he's got Camden Moore on third base, rather Nate Foster, who's running for Moore, Brandon Ring on first, no outs, and Reed Zittle comes up to the plate. He was part of a 4-6-3 double play in the first inning, lined out to left field in the fourth. No outs here. We're in the top of the 6th. Throw over to first. Close. But Braden Ring managed to get back there in time.
That was real close down there.
Yes, it was.
Nice move by Muse.
First pitch from Muse. Ball 1. Still the center fielder for the Eagles. One 0 pitch. Yeah, that's a strike, evens it up at 1-1. One pitch. A little bit low and outside, makes it 2-1. Chase Holmes, the third baseman, is on deck. Two 1 pitch. Popped up, out of play to the right, evens it up at 2-2. Got him on looking. That's a big out for the Millers there. Sets them up in the double play situation. As Chase Holmes steps up to the plate.
Number 1, Chase Holmes.
Wind still coming in at about 10 to 15 miles an hour. We can feel it every now and then.
Yeah.
Holmes takes the first pitch for ball 1. Eagles on first and third. Nate Foster at third, the courtesy runner. Braden Ring at first. That one hits the inside corner. Evens the count up at a ball and a strike. One ball, one strike, one out, 2 on. You're in the 6th. Throw over to first. Ring is back in plenty of time. Holmes has been retired on infield ground balls twice. Another strike called, 1-2.
He's getting that inside corner about knee high right now.
There's a bouncer. That's a fair ball. Chris Martz was unable to scoop that ball up. And Chase Holmes is going to be on base. I'm going to give him a double on that, Perry. But on the play, 1 run does score. Nate Foster scores from third. Braden Ring advances from first to third. And Chase Holmes is at second. Miles Poulin at the plate, still no outs.
They scored at an air.
Did they score at an air?
Yeah.
Okay. So that'll be an E5. One 0 the count. Swing and a miss. Foul tip. Millers with a 7-3 lead here in the top of the 6th. 1-1 pitch. That one hits the outside corner, 1-2. One-two pitch. Grounder to second. Glander scoops it up, but on the play, Braden Ring scores.
Runner goes to third. Holmes goes to third.
And Chase Holmes is on third. So there's 2 down. Sam Hake, the catcher. First pitch is called a ball. The Eagles have put 2 across here in the top of the 6th. That one's hit foul over to the right side. Evens the count up at a ball and a strike. Hake had a double his last time up, swings at that one, 1-2. He's also flown out to the right fielder. Paul Stewart out in right field now for the Millers. There's another foul ball. Nobody's going to get to that. That's going to be out of this field. Still 1-2. Runner on third. Two runs in already. That one's fouled too. Is anybody going to get to it?
No,
nope, not high enough.
No, just wasn't high enough.
So Sam Hake will have another pitch.
Brownsburg leads Fishers 3-1 in the bottom of the 6th.
Grounder scooped up by Martz over to first, and that retires the Eagles here in the 6th. So for the Eagles in the 6th, they got 2 runs on 2 hits, 1 error, 1 left on the bases. Middle of the 6th, the score is now Noblesville Millers 7, Zionsville Eagles 4. We'll be back after this.
Hey Deb, why do they call us Logan Street Signs and Banners?
Because we started off at Logan Street.
But we're on South 10th Street.
We moved 22 years ago.
Why didn't we change the name?
That would have just confused everybody and they wouldn't be able to find us.
Now I'm really confused.
Bill, we're Logan Street Signs and Banners, conveniently not located on Logan Street, but on South 10th Street in Noblesville.
Next week on Wednesday.
Welcome back to Dunker Field. I'm Brad Silbert along with Perry Williams. Noblesville Millers, 7 runs, 5 hits, 1 error. Zionsville Eagles, 4 runs, 7 hits, 3 errors. As we move down into the bottom of the 6th, Millers will be sending the top of the order up at the bottom of the 6th to face Aiden Keith. That'll be Ethan Clark, Aiden Reynolds, and Zach Glander. Ethan Clark, the first batter, he's already got a double tonight. He's been hit by a pitch, reached on a walk, and he scored 2 runs. But it does appear we may, nope, Ethan Clark is in the on-deck circle. Thought we might be getting a pinch hitter. Clark will be followed by Aiden Reynolds and Zach Glander. The first 3 in Justin Keever's order tonight have accounted for 4 of the Miller runs. Big inning for the Millers came in the 3rd when they scored 5 runs. They've only gone 3 up, 3 down 1 time in this game. Camden Moore is now pitching. For the Eagles. We're just about ready to go here in the bottom of the 6th. So Camden Moore, the new pitcher for the Eagles. He was the designated hitter in the Eagle lineup. Ethan Clark. At the plate.
Ooh,
inside it did hit him.
That's his second time he's got hit tonight.
Yeah, he in basically about in the same place, and that just down from that shoulder.
Of course, he's on that line. You know.
Oh yeah, yep, no doubt about it. So that'll bring up Aiden Reynolds.
But those are the kind of things you got to do when you're a leadoff hitter.
Mm-hmm.
You have got to get on a base any way you can.
Millers would like to put a little
cushion here.
Yeah, a little cushion, get some insurance runs here, and they got the top of the order coming up here to do it. First pitch to Reynolds. Strike one is called. Camden Moore has been in the game all along. He was a designated hitter. 0-1. There's a bouncer. That one kind of handcuffed the third baseman, Chase Holmes, and everybody's going to be safe. What are they going to call that, Perry? They're going to. Yep, another error.
That's two, like he said tonight, like that.
So that'll be another error on the third baseman. So the Millers in business here in the bottom of the sixth with two runners on, one hit by a pitch, one reached on an error, and Zach Glander is at the plate. Glander squares to bunt. Fouls that back for a strike one. First baseman Blake Cope was almost to the batter, almost to the home plate circle there. Miller coaching staff having a word with Glander. Probably giving a little bunting clinic. 0-1 the count on the second baseman. Throw back to second. You know, in spite of a 500 record, these Eagles have not gone easily, Perry.
No. They're a good team now. I mean, they're going to be a tough out in the sectional. I can tell you that.
Oh, no doubt. No doubt. Glander with a nice bunt.
That's a bunt right there. Good bunt. That's going to score a run.
Score a run. So what do we call that?
I'm going to wait on that one. I'm not.
Yeah. But on the play, Ethan Clark scores. Slade Hodges will come to the plate. They have given him a hit on that one. So on the play, Aiden Reynolds advances to second. Zach Glander comes back to have another word with the coaching staff. As the umpires are conferring once again, I can't imagine what they're talking about. I think the logic on scoring that a hit for Glander is probably that ball was hit very, very hard and took kind of a wicked bounce.
Yeah, you put that bunt about right where he wanted it to be.
Yeah. Slade Hodge is about ready to step in.
This is Stewart batting.
Oh, that's right.
Paul Stewart squaring here.
Puts the bunt down, goes foul. No outs. 0-1 on the batter Stewart. Runners on first and second. 1 run in so far here in the bottom of the sixth to make it an 8-4 lead for the Millers. Sun beginning to set.
Yeah.
Stewart squares to bunt again. Misses it. Just barely missed. Did make contact with it. Fouled it off. So he's in the hole 0-2. Brooks Riggs on deck. Camden Moore really taking his time out there on the mound. Stewart squares to bunt again, pulls the bat back, it's a ball. Makes count 1 ball, 2 strikes. Going to be another conference at the mound here. Wonder if we're going to have another pitching change. We'll have to see what happens here.
I think they're just talking situations.
Yeah.
There's nobody warming up or anything. I don't.
Speaking of situations, that first game coming up next Wednesday will be the non-HCC team, the Carmel Greyhounds, and the Hamilton Southeastern Royals. That'll be at 5:30. Then somewhere between 7:30 and 8, depending on how long that first game lasts, we'll have the Millers and the Eagles for the third game of the trifecta. And we'll see what happens in a week. We'll also be back for the semifinal on Friday and the championship game on Monday night.
The Hoosier Crossroads Conference Championship.
So Paul Stewart will step back into the batter's box for the Millers with a 1-2 count. Strategy session by the Eagles has ended. He's got the ball down for the bunt again. That one's high and outside. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
They're going to do this again because I don't think anybody's covering third.
Stewart squares to bunt. Brings the bat back. He's worked it from an 0-2 to a 3-2 count.
They jumped back that time.
So Moore had him in an 0-2 count there and thrown 3 consecutive balls to Stewart. Now they're saying he struck out, but also on the play,
pass ball.
It was a pass ball.
runners advance. So
So
it really,
yeah.
it really got what they want out of it.
Yeah, different kind of sacrifice.
I wonder if Coach Keever will say that's what he called.
Brooks Riggs steps up to the plate for his 4th at bat. Runners on 2nd and 3rd. Aiden Reynolds at 3rd. Zach Glander at 2nd. 1 down. A 1-0 count on Brooks Riggs. Riggs had a good night on the mound. He's had a pretty decent night at the plate also. So this time we will have to make a change with the 2nd visit. And here comes somebody from the dugout. Looks like number 6, Brady Kleindinst, is going to come in and pitch. So while Mr. Kleindinst warms up, we'll take a break. You're watching Hamilton County Television Sports, brought to you by Logan Street Signs and Banners in Noblesville.
Can I help you?
Yeah, I'd like to order a hamburger, fries, salt, maybe a large vanilla shake.
This is a trophy shop, can't you tell?
You got carry out?
Everything that you need, we have here at the shop. Very unique. You order today, carry out tonight. That's our version of carry out.
All right, I'll take one of everything.
Oh, that may take a little longer. We'll have it for you tomorrow night.
I'll be back tomorrow to pick it up.
We'll be waiting for you.
Welcome back to Dunker Field. Millers with an opportunity here to pad this 8-4 lead, Perry, here in the bottom of the 6th inning. With 1 down and runners on 2nd and 3rd. So officially, Paul Stewart was out with a strikeout for the first out. Brooks Riggs will be the batter. While we have a moment here, I'd like to take a moment to thank our technical staff tonight. We have Wofford and Son, shall we call them. Jim Wofford, producer, director extraordinary. Bill Wofford, camera operator extraordinaire. Thanks to those guys for the great job they do.
And have done all season long.
Yeah, all season long. This will be our last regular season baseball game.
Sectional will be here next week.
Next Wednesday.
That's right. We started in Tennessee a few months back. In April. Early April.
Doesn't seem like the school year's almost over, too.
Yeah. Kleindinst has pitched 10.1 innings. He's given up 15 hits, walked 4, struck out 6.
So Brooks Riggs is at the plate with runners at 2nd and 3rd and 1 down. Infield is in at all 4 positions. Glander getting a big lead there off a second. Ball 1. They'll make that ball 2. Camden Moore had already thrown 1 pitch to Riggs. Kleindinst gets his sign. The 2-0 pitch. Strike 1 is called. Looked a little bit low from here, but
wow.
Catcher Sam Hake goes out to talk to Kleindinst. I'm wondering if they got their signals mixed up a little there. But they are using the little headphones, so. 2 balls and a strike. Brooks Riggs at the plate. That's fouled back to make it 2-2. Riggs right now the pitcher of record for the Millers. Trying to ensure that he gets that victory. 2-2 pitch. Checked his swing. No appeal down to second. Makes it a full count. Ball was well outside. Full count pitch.
Got him.
Swing and a foul tip. Catcher Hake hangs onto it, so officially a strikeout. Two down as Jalen Stidham comes to the plate. He had a double his last time up. Struck out in the first inning. First pitch to Stidham. Started him off with a slow curveball there for strike one. Trying to mix those pitches up a little bit. The 0-1 to Stidham. That one's outside. 1 ball, 1 strike. Aiden Reynolds on third, Zach Glander on second. 2 down, 1 in so far in this inning. One almost gets away from the catcher Hake, but he did a nice job of blocking that.
2-1 here, 2 outs.
That makes it 3-1. Three-one pitch.
Walked him.
So Jalen Stidham gets the walk. And we're going to have a pinch hitter here.
Graft.
Jackson Graff stepping up to the plate.
He's a lefty. He's batting for Dixon.
So Graff, a left-handed batter, facing Brady Kleindens. The bases are loaded, 2 down. Starts him off with an off-speed pitch for strike one. Graff, the 7th Miller to step up to the plate so far here in the bottom of the 6th. Only one run to show for it. Big swing and a miss.
A big swing there.
Yeah.
Got him with that high fastball.
He was going for those trees outside of left field or right field out there. Oh, 2. Swinging a foul tip, he got it. He strikes out.
So the Millers leave bases loaded there.
Yeah, so in the 6th, the Millers do pick up 1 run and 1 hit. There was 1 error. There were 3 left on the bases at the end of 6. Millers 8, Eagles 4. You're watching Hamilton County Television Sports, brought to you by Logan Street Signs and Banners in Noblesville.
Hey Deb, why do they call us Logan Street Signs and Banners?
Because we started off at Logan Street.
But we're on South 10th Street.
We moved 22 years ago.
Why didn't we change the name?
That would have just confused everybody and they wouldn't be able to find us.
Now I'm really confused.
Bill, we're Logan Street Signs and Banners, conveniently not located on Logan Street, but on South 10th Street in Noblesville.
Well, we're back here at the dunk, getting ready to start the top of the 7th inning. The Millers 8, the Zionsville Eagles 4.
So these will be 3 very important outs for the Millers here. They get 3 outs here and hold the Eagles, and they've got the out-and-out HCC championship here. But it certainly isn't going to be easy. Got the 9, 1, and 2 batters coming up for the Eagles. Leon Salapka, first batter. He drives one into right field. Not very far into right field as Zach Glander is under that for 1 down. So it's back to the top of the order. Blake Cope steps up. He's 2 for 3. Couple singles, flew out to center in the 5th.
Ball outside. 1-0.
Cope has scored 1 of the 4 Eagle runs so far tonight, been on base twice with base hits. That one's a little bit low, 2-0. Brooks Muse looking to close things out here for the Millers and give them the outright HCC championship. There's a pop-up. That's going to go out of play to the left.
2-1.
Tyler Hughes is the next batter for the Eagles. Hughes ready to deliver the 2-1 pitch. That one's foul.
Foul ball.
Just barely foul. Both umpires had a good view of that.
Yeah, they did.
They were very well positioned for that. That just makes it 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Nobody on the bases. Two-two pitch. Little high. Full count. Ball 4. So that puts Blake Cope on first base with the walk. Brings up the second baseman, Tyler Hughes. He's grounded to second, had a base hit and a walk. First pitch from Muse is a little bit inside and low, ball 1. Millers with a 4-run lead here in the top of the 7th, 1 down. Is the count. Bouncer to second. 1 at second. Double play. Millers win. Look at the celebration out there as those guys have won the Hoosier Crossroads Conference Championship for 2026. Perry, your thoughts on the game?
Well, they played a fantastic game tonight, you know, and Brooks Riggs did a good job on the mound, and Muse come in and in relief and closed it out. So congratulations to the Millers on the HCC outright champion.
We'd like to thank you for watching tonight's broadcast of IHSAA Baseball on Hamilton County Television, presented by Logan Street Signs and Banners, celebrating over 30 years in business. We'd also like to thank our other great sponsors, Noblesville Trophies, Gaylor Electric, Chuck Goodrich, President and CEO, Community Health Network, visit HamiltonCounty.com, Hamilton County Sports Authority, Blades, Audio, Video, and Security, Sarah Cleverly of FC Tucker Real Estate, Noblesville Youth Sports Alliance, Noble PC, and Hamilton County Reporter. On behalf of our technical crew of Jim Wofford and Bill Wofford, I'm Brad Silbert along with Perry Williams. Good night from Dunker Field.